that I really, without him, I just want to say very big thank you to you for coming into my life. You teach me so much that nobody else just teach me.
We are more like, deep down we appreciate each other. Just that maybe the Chinese culture, we don't say often. Yeah, so for me, it's particularly more 嘴硬心. It's like, wow, ma. Sometimes I tell my team, you all must know the plan. You all must know what you need to do. I believe in teach you how to fish rather than give you a fish. What if one day I just go out and drive and met an accident? So what? What are you gonna do? You know, so I try to build it off further, faster, so that one day, like it's like I aim for the moon there. Maybe if I don't get to the moon, I at least fall at the stars or something like that. And sometimes there's a lot of things that where you're going through this process of me wanting you to hit that mark, I cannot explain to you, but only deep down in my heart I can say, don't give up, 加油. You just need to pull through. The next reaction will make a lot of difference really. The next year you'll see yourself, looking down, I was back there. So if you want to fall, everybody fall, right? You want to fall forward, don't fall backwards.
Welcome back to the Click Podcast. I'm your host, Zane. When we think of the pet grooming industry, we picture cute puppies, fluffy haircuts, and pure joy. But behind the glass of today's guest salon is a story of brutal betrayal, financial ruin, and a fight for survival. June started her grooming journey paying for school in $200 installments. She built a thriving business, only to have it ripped away by a toxic partner who literally threw her trophies on the floor. Evicted, broke, and sleeping on a single mattress in an empty shop, she refused to give up. Today, she's the founder of June's Pet House, an empire built on grit, an 80-page safety manual, and an absolute obsession with dog welfare. We are going to talk about surviving backstabbers, the weaponization of humane grooming, and why the client is always the dog, never the owner. Please welcome June. All right, let's welcome in Jacob and June.
Hello.
All right, guys, please introduce yourselves and share about what you do.
June, a co-founder of June Pet House. I'm a pet groomer, currently holding a title Master Groomer. I'm in this trade for 18 years, counting.
My name is Jacob, and I'm also a co-founder working with Drew alongside with June Pet House.
Master Groomer, how long does it take to reach that level?
10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, because every year can take the exam, but then I skip.
Right. So in these 10 years, what do you actually learn?
Well, I think
it depends lah. Mostly, let's say, certification is one thing. Like he mentioned the Master Groomer. You learn more about the basic fundamental, the dog breeds, the structure. But most of the time, I think she can explain more what she learned through the daily
On a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
I think it's very different from examination and what you do daily in the shop. So yeah. So what you do in examination is like you have basically the foundation of what you need to meet, like angulation. But then in day-to-day things, right, is no.
Maybe it's not applicable.
Yeah, probably like how to cut it round, like how to make it rounder. Yeah, maybe it applicable lah.
Rewind a little bit. Is this something that you always wanted to do since young?
For me, yes, I really, really, really love adults.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you have been in contact with pets and you love them since young.
I used to be very scared of them. Chased by my cousin's dog. Yeah, like a German Shepherd. Back then I was like very young only.
Yeah.
She have a family dog, Winky, and I think that's how somehow got her started this shop also.
So from being scared of dogs to working with them on a daily basis now, how was your childhood like? Describe it a little bit to me.
Wasn't very nice also. I mean, I'm a juvenile delinquent. Basically, you ask me for dreams, right? And I mean, we do have dreams like when we are a kid, but every decision will have a consequences lah. So juvenile delinquents, I don't think I can be teacher or whatever.
Conventional path.
But lucky I still get to do what I like now.
That's the most important. Could you share with us what a typical day of a pet groomer is?
From what I see from her is every morning she'll wake up, then get ready, start up the shop. Of course, now we have staff, but in the usual old days, right, she'll wake up, get the shop ready. I'll go and pick up the dogs. I'll come back, I'll meet her. Then she start the grooming, all these things. And that time, very long ago, you only got me, her, and the staff. So sometimes in the middle of the day, you will see me taking out our laundry, put in the washing machine, start to wash. Then she'll groom the whole day. Then after that, we have our dinner. Then we will talk through about the day. What can we improve? But for now, we have staff, right? Most of the time, she will spend her time on admins, replying of customer.
How big is your team now?
We now have 3 groomers, plus her 4. So a driver. Then I'm the one assistant, and I'm the ad hoc guy that when really need me, then I'll try to go in and help. Yeah.
From a team of 3, you have expanded to about 7 or 8 now, right? Oh, okay. And how long did this process take?
I think people come and leave. Yeah, so on and off lah. So we are trying to retain those staff that is like have the same drive, have the same direction. That's most important. Then from there, we'll try to offer them like we just started our Malaysia store. We used to be our ex-staff, now currently our partner in Malaysia.
Take us through a little bit about June's Pet House, the logo, the vibes, even a jingle that comes with it. So how did that even come about?
Name after myself. Probably we had, yeah. I mean,
Actually, the name is very funny in a way. It's very back. So she was like learning grooming. After that came out, do herself. Then met someone in the trade which is more senior to her. So of course for her at that point of time, the confidence level is not there to have someone to guide you or to look up to. And that's where I get to know her. So I did want to say, hey, I don't feel something is right. But she said, no, this is someone that then we actually quarrel a bit about this. So she's somebody that is very simple in a way that if I like you, I will believe in you wholeheartedly. But it's true that end of the day, like we're gonna file the ACRA, right? Whatever is promised is not there. So after that, the business fall out. And the most important is the direction of how you want to treat a dog is very different from her. So the business fall out. Then we have a bit of lawsuit on who to retain that brand name that belongs to her, which is she invented that name, which I think is quite nice. So, but then we don't have that financial to continue this lawsuit. So the final day came that we made an agreement that she want to retain the store name, the store, everything. So she just need to take her trophy and leave. We meet up at, I still remember, Bukit Timah Standard Chartered, where we sign off the bank. Then after signing off everything, the next thing we see that all the trophy that she has, we put in a carton box and just dump it. But to me, it's like, okay, this is our new start.
It's a new beginning.
After that night, what should we do now? Do you still want to continue after this breakdown? She said, but this is what she really loves. So she went back to home base. I said, then how about the name? And so why not just name June Pet House? But to me, at that point of time, it's a bit weird. Who want to name under yourself, right? Like, wow. But then it's like, let's say if you name under June Pet House, who would want to take your name again?
nobody can take. Oh,
Yeah, so the name actually came about in a way, fear that we will repercussion this thing again.
To a trademark or something again, right? So, June, is this something you have always wanted to do since young? All the while?
I wanted a dog so badly that I could please my mom. Like, hey, I really need a dog. I need something in my life. Yeah, so we adopted Winky back then because we cannot afford to buy any dogs. I don't even see the dog before. So it's like, oh, my mom just told me that okay, my boss got one dog. Just want to give up. So let's take over. But then I didn't really do well as a owner back then. Teenager, so I just always go out and then I don't really care much. Like grooming also not by me, feeding also not by me, showering also not by me. So it's like towards the last stage of her life, it's like I feel so guilty. So when she passed away, it's like, oh, what have I done for this dog? Yeah, it's the guilt lah. Yeah. So after that, I had another dog. Then for that dog, like Kimchi, is like everything from top to toe is like wow, everything I will just so I can sit there like 2 hours, 3 hours just to do grooming on her.
So that's when you developed a passion for
that's
grooming and taking care of them.
Correct.
I think your previous experience as a manicurist helped you in your line of work.
I worked as manicurist for 7 years. So actually, for that 7 years, I don't really just work as manicurist. So I did promote to handling of shops, like handling of therapies. I think for that 2 years, I actually managed 3 shops at one go. This opportunity that my ex-boss gave me so that I can use it for my business now.
Having groomed dogs for so many years, Are there any weird requests you have received from customers?
We generally think that owners would not want to do, but somehow this certain owner, they are quite open into very new style, like a different type of length. It's really like a lamb, like the leg is shaved off, all this thing.
Oh, lion cut maybe.
A lion cut maybe.
So you only preserve the hair around the face and all? You would try to generally give the owners what they want.
Sometimes they want a higher poodle feet. Then I would say, hey, don't say it's from us.
But sometimes she'll try her luck. She'll like, I want to try this card. Then she tell the, hey owner, I want to try this card, all this thing. Then it turns out well. So it's interesting. Yeah.
You will give them a professional opinion, right? Okay. But end of the day, decision is still theirs. Were there any major setbacks for you guys when you first started out?
After we started the June Pet House, then she went back to home base. Then I think she did quite well to the point that we clearly understand that the complaint doesn't come from our neighbor. Because the neighbor know that, oh, you rock the non-door, it's at the other block, level 12. So I think it's maybe from our own trade. Then I think HDB at the point of time give her a month to move out or something like that. So that's where we moved to our current place. Then at the point of time, I think her savings was only got 40,000. Then we like going around, do you have photo frame? Do you have, old paints to try to start the shop? So we did a bit of renovation. And I remember the first night that we slept in our current office now, which is still in the same place, we only have one mattress. Correct. Then we laid out, but we was like sleeping, your leg cannot touch anything because we need to share the bed. But at that point of time, it's something that is very real to us. We are happy, but yet scared. Like, no, it's just us side by side. Yes, tomorrow we're going to start. Then we are just thinking, okay, let's start, buy more cup noodles. Let's start for that month.
To tide you all through that period.
One of the setback that we always hold on to when she's tired. Then she looked back to the office again and said, look, I started from here, I came this far. And of course, just now she mentioned about the good boss that she has in the manicurist, pedicurist. So I'm more of a logical person. She's more of an emotional person. That's why she can do her job well. She will say, 不要把 staff 骂到这样啦，给人家机会, So that's June.
It's not easy sleeping on one mattress, like you said. And so how do you guys actually manage to dig deep and get yourself through it?
For me, I do not have a family that I can fall back on. I think if you think that you cannot fall back, the only thing that you can do is just chiong only.
Sink or swim, right?
Yeah, correct. By hook or by crook, you just have to go.
So that's what you told yourself, lah. You have to succeed.
Yeah, and then I got dogs also, ma. So it's like they are the motivation also.
But I think good thing also she's quite stubborn. She like to prove people wrong.
Right.
And prove him wrong.
In a good way and in a bad way, both ways.
So the 激将法 sometimes work on her.
Were there any instances where after a grooming, the customers love it so much that it really touched you guys?
Because after grooming, right, she usually took after grooming photo for them. Then now we have even charity photo shoots so it can gather certain funds to do some donation to certain shelters. But the intention of starting this is sometimes when our dog passed away, she realized that, hey, I looked through my phone, I was so busy with work, I don't even have nice photo,
of the dog.
So she started to after grooming, because it will take up more time to take up the photo, then she want it done bright, done nice, then we put a lot of effort into it. Then when customer's owner dog passed away, right, you actually see, wow, there's so much photo is being taken by us. But now the sad thing is, we still don't have our own dog photo, we're still taking more for customer than rather for ourselves.
I'm not a vet, but just that I touch dogs every day. So maybe this dog come in, that tummy is a bit big or what. Yeah, then I will just sound out to the owners. But sometimes it sounds also a bit pricey, right? It's like when you go to the...
thing is off.
But sometimes when they check, they spend money and go to the vet to have a check, then nothing.
Nothing.
But then when it comes back again, like, I still feel it's not very right, So the second time they went, so it says that there's some tumor or what, and then left few months. So there's a lot of cases like this. So we actually, to them, it's like, they can spend the last few months, like take as much photo and then arrange as much outing as they can with the dog.
Actually very interesting that you double up assume the role of a vet as well. Because you handle him so often, you would know immediately if something is wrong.
Yeah. So I would really tell them, last time it's not like that, but now it's just weird. Just have it checked. I don't know what is it. Yeah.
Yeah, the behavior.
So during COVID, right, I'm sure it affected your business as well. How did you cope with it?
We almost once closed down already.
Not really almost lah, but like maybe 2 more months we close, then we really going to close because we're still paying for our staff and the rental rebate come after the thing. But I think because Juvenile, I will consider us as a committee. So it's a committee that they always try to keep us afloat. Like, they try to support more, buying our products, come more often, do more spa. So it actually helped us to tide through that COVID lah. So the COVID 2 months break.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so the 2 months break we also like
No.
zero income. Then we try to transit into pet products, retail. Then I was driving the van, taking my stuff to do some delivery. But our June Pals is committee. So you say, okay, if I cannot buy this food from you, then I buy the pee pad from you. So the pee pad we bought, I think one full van just to deliver out to help us. I think very touching for her till today.
That's what happens when you have a community, They can't bear to see you guys go and all that. Can you take me through what the June's Pet House logo actually means? So I heard each dog has a different symbolic meaning to you guys.
So there's 5 dogs. So one of the dog is Kimchi. Then the other one is Rain. Also, she adopted. So Kimchi and Rain is her first 2 golden retriever that belongs to her. There's also the dogs that kept her started this. So the other 2 dogs, one is Kobe.
Yeah, but he's a long-term boarding. He cannot go home. Yeah, so I treat him like my own. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, Kobe his stomach is very bloated, have cancer already. So I was in Taiwan for training. So when I saw him at this condition, we are doing video call. So I told him that you should not leave. Papa let you go. So the next moment from her, she told me after
we had
we took down the call,
he took his last breath.
then he left. So Kobe all along is a dog that very towards me, like, say, cannot bite. It's like, wow, the puppy keep on disturbing him. And they say cannot bite. He will like 忍住 that type. Then the other one is Doggy. Yeah, Doggy is actually Jack Russell. But like June named June because came up on the birthday on June. So it's called Doggy because the olden days they named it Doggy. So I'm the, I think, 7th owner. Got him at 2 years old.
Right.
So Doggy is there. He's a very strong character. Makes you feel very secure. So it's my dog. But at the point of time, I don't think I'm a good owner just like her until I met her. So Doggy is one of it. And the last one, this Vegas is called Sunshine.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sunshine is an adopted dog also. So one of our customer, there's this post circulating around Poodle Club that this dog has been abandoned just beside the tree, right? So one of our customer actually went down, took the dog, bring to our place, do a shower. So I talked to the owner, say, so what's the plan for this dog, right? So actually I got no plan.
Yeah.
Then Sunshine got these eyes that, melt your heart. So
The Puss in Boots expression.
yeah, so we start to take him in, then we realize it's a ex-breeding dog because actually you can see the behavior. They are kept in a small cage often, right?
Okay.
They always do a circle loop. Yeah, so after that we got him. You can see the differences between abandoned dog or a dog that is not taken care of. After coming, you're giving love. A total before and after photo is very, very different.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys don't often adopt dogs. This was a one-off special case.
Actually,
Oh, you do?
Yeah, so
You guys double up as like a dog shelter as well sometimes?
no, actually we help dog shelter quite often.
So you work together with them?
Try to pick up dogs that is not so beauty. In
hard
case,
to get adopted out.
Right.
yeah,
Not so perfect by traditional standards.
Yeah.
yes,
Right?
3-legged.
Oh,
3-legged,
Have
like
some
grays.
Sign.
Yeah. So we get dogs like this, but I think they are very special in a way that even they are blind, they can maneuver around. So we have this joke, go somewhere, right? My gang of dogs saw the blind, the no-legged one, they will try to smell, try to figure out, you see, you try to walk behind me. So we see the behind the scene of a dog shelter. It's not as easy as you think to run. Actually, somehow, you think about it, when you are saving the dog, it's more like they are saving you.
okay.
Yeah, it gives you a reason that
Meaning, different meaning, right? How do you cope with 10-hour work days and all that fur in the shop?
I don't know how she could. Because after 10 hours, she need to reply customers. So all my customer will know that, hey, you just start to reply 12 a.m. onwards.
When I reply, so they will actually respond back. It's like, oh wow, okay. Because 10 hours of work is actually, to me, it's tiring. I'm still a human, but I love my job. Just that when I'm doing the grooming, right, I don't really feel tired at all. At night, I have to do admin and account. So I don't think if you're going to do the same thing every day will bring you to another place lah. Yeah, so you need to move on.
Have you guys had any bad experiences with any clients in particular?
Quite a bit.
Because some clients, they come to you, I don't think they treat us like a professional. So it's like, I pay you, you do the job. So some clients came to us like, for her,
Yeah.
like the whole dog is matted.
Oh, yeah.
Then she say, I mean, just demat the dog. There's extra charges. So actually, the extra charges is the first day of trying to get you to groom your dog properly. If you cannot do it, then do it more oftenly. So, but the owner say, no, I can pay. What? How much you should just pay? Just do it. So she mentioned that we have a policy. Anything that more than
50%.
50%, we will not do it because it's very inhuman. It's going to be very painful for the dogs, right? So that's where she flared up. Then, you can pay, you are just a servicer to my dog. No, you're open shop, why don't you just take the money, all these things. So, I mean, we take our stand. Our belief is customer is not always right because our actual customer is actually the dog. And the dog is always the one that is suffering due to maybe owner's situation and so forth. So for this point, she stand very strong. It's okay for her to not take this customer than she being the one that helping the customer to do the wrong thing.
Having to toggle between dealing with dogs and dealing with humans, is it very exhausting?
I actually thought when I step into grooming, right, I don't need to handle humans.
Yeah, actually most groomer, you see them having hard time to handle humans
Okay.
because they actually wanted to deal with dogs more often. My staff, right, they are more reserved because they don't want to go out there. I got a marketing job, get a job that I can talk to people, all these things. So internally, they are more reserved, more towards introvert, lesser confident. So June is the exceptional one that she built over the years. So she's now helping our staff to also start to open up. So generally, when you come to our grooming shop, you talk to a groomer, they'll say, oh, okay, what to groom? Okay, can, thanks, bye. They'll go in already.
Okay.
Yeah. So the interpersonal skill is not that great because they are low in confidence. Yeah. So you try to encourage them, there's nothing to be feared about customer. Here we support you as long as you don't do it wrongly. So I think it will be a culture shock for groomers. Then she grew over the years. So I think, of course, she still prefer to handle dogs more than handling humans. Gratefully, our customer are very nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jacob, you handle more on the business arm of things, I would assume. So how are your stress and energy levels compared to June?
Of course, physical part, maybe she has more stress on it. Then she also need to face the stress that coming from me. Because the stress that coming from is we need to move on. We need to grow. Now we need to grow even bigger because we have staff. The pie is getting smaller. We need to expand. So me doing my job is I need to topo out the road, find a new road, which is the best way for my company and what suits the groomer also. Being soothing groomer is like doing comfortable things. Moving them out of their comfort zone is pretty hard. So we have staff come and go the culture is very different. We have staff that stay and now become partners, that we have more of an aligned culture. I don't think my job is that hard because I have a good team that they understand. So they are the people who say that, end of the day, boss say this, boss say that because he tried to groom me in a way. So once they push out of that boundary, then they will look back and say, there's somebody now that has ran through the same situation as me. So can I be the guide who get out of the darkness? So
Benefit the most.
Okay.
yeah, so for me, the only part is like we've had to balance between because we are in a relationship, but yet there's business. There's also things that we want to achieve, and there's also finance that we need to commit because we have our family, we have our expenses.
So how do you strike that delicate balance between partners in real life and business partners?
Got balance, bae?
That's correct. I don't strike balance. Mostly she will be the one that will say, okay, I will mellow down, I will listen. For me, I'm quite hard to convert between work and personal life. So maybe I come from more of a military background. Our belief is mission over self. So once I lock in the target, you'll be done.
His culture actually cultivate me to be like him as well. Like when you ask me like how I survived that 10 hours, it's like missions over self. So once the curtain is up, my own emotions just have to put aside.
Take a back seat. Second.
Correct.
Right.
So if he hasn't been so harsh on me, don't let me meet my friend, don't let me watch my Hong Kong dramas or this, because I get influenced very easily. So to him, it's like there's only two kind of people in this world. So it's either you influence or get influenced. So I'm the get influenced one. So he actually control me quite well. It's very strict. towards me. I mean, my father also never like that. Yeah, but then if he hasn't been this strict to me, right, I don't know what I will become today as well.
Speaking about your hiring process, you have a lot of staff now, right? Could you take us through how you choose the staff to hire? Are there like a certain set of guidelines they must comply with and all?
She don't really see about the skills yet because handling is one, safety is one. The skill, I think we can here to help you. We can even send you out for courses, which we did. We send our staff to Japan for competition, for education, for, upgrading our skills. This is how we started our June Pet House. We say we want to hold an umbrella for someone that's in the rain. So we'll continue to do this. So after that, we see that this person is okay. She'll come in. She'll start her daily job. Then as all mostly employee will start the 3 months quite well. Yeah, then that's where they start to let their guards down. And that's where we start to come in to see whether this person can be the one that we want to choose. Because what she believes is the integrity. If I'm not around or if I'm not here, what are you going to do to the dog? That's one. Second thing is, she have this saying that if you're not paranoid enough, don't be my groomer. You got to be like, the dog is going to fall. Then some groomer will say, one, the dog was still...
this character.
Yes, and anything that can go wrong will go wrong.
And somehow it's just a split of a second. My groomer is trained in a way that they are in a tiptoe condition. So tiptoe condition meaning to say that you are not left like standing flat to your foot. Tiptoe is more of a high alert position. Anything could happen.
So, Jun, do you have any notable achievements or awards that give you a sense of accomplishment?
The most special award that I have is the one that I did in Japan. It's a rescue competition. You draw a lot. So when you take the number, right, you just go to the counter. So then you will know what dog you have. Well, when we are having exams, right, we know what dog we are doing, and then we have to take care of the fur like 3 months before the exam. But for this competition, it's like you know nothing on what are you getting. So I bring the card and then I go to the counters and then they bring me my dog. It's an Airedale, so it's a very big dog.
Very big dog.
Yeah, and then the rest of the people is like, oh, Chihuahua, then Shiba, yeah, or a poodle. So then you are given like 3 hours to groom. Basically, it doesn't really see much of a grooming skills, but then on how you handle the dogs, like how the dogs trust you, they will just lie on you or this. So for that, yeah, I think that one is quite interesting. And then I came in third.
I can see from her face that the difference between she win best in show and the Japan one. Yeah, but she did get a best in show in I think one of the year. But she's happy, not saying that not happy, but this one is like, oh, I'm so happy, and
this one means a lot more to her.
Correct.
You mentioned earlier you do fundraisers, photo shoots for dogs. Yeah. Any other examples?
We started the Blue Socks.
The Blue Socks with celebrity.
Sorry, what is Blue Socks? Could you just share?
We co-founded it with Desmond. So it's actually to bring awareness, like educate the public on shelter dogs, how to be more responsible in caring for the dogs.
So that's why it hosts a movie event that like just by watching movie, so we mark up the ticket a bit and all the profit will go to the shelter. Yeah, so we're trying to cultivate a culture that is, you can do a lot of things, but still remember there's a shelter, just a bit of money.
Give back.
Yeah, give back. So then we started the Blue Socks, all this thing. Then she also go to shelters to help grooming of dogs, try to beautify them for the next adoption drive, all this still.
I don't know whether is it a good thing or bad things, like you beautify the dog and then they get adopted. I would say it's a good thing.
Always a bittersweet feeling. Right?
Yeah. Correct.
Could you share more about the broken neck dog story? Because that sounds kind of...
There's a dog in shelter that needed help. Then after that, it was brought to our place for a bath. I was looking at that dog, is like almost paralyzed, like they only can tilt the head a bit. So after the shower, it's like he's breathing very hard. Then I was like, hey, I'm gonna bring back to shelter, man. So got space or not? So why not just let it stay here lah? So I have more space. That's why you must understand that shelter, they do have a very strict policy on adopting dogs. Then people will say things like, oh, they are adopting is so hard, because they have so much bad cases in a way that this is a return case. Something happened to the dog. Could be a fall, could be something that the owner didn't come clean about it. So we realized that it was a broken neck and it's straight up very high. So this dog has been with us for I think only
4 months. So we need to let the dog go because it's really very painful. I mean the injured place is at the neck, but towards the end stage when we touch the paw, he's like screaming and trying to bite already.
Yeah, because when it starts to go, right, the neck actually pushes the thing and
it's
gets
still
frozen.
It's still a puppy.
Yeah, so we need to choose, and we try to go for operation, and the operation is about 14,000.
1,000.
And the shelter say, if you really want to try on this dog, we can go through the operation, but I just don't want you to feel guilty about whether have you done your best. But we talked to our very specialist, London vet, which is always helping us so much. It's 98% chance that it will make it. Even if you're going to make it, it's going to be on a lot of health support. So I don't think this is what the dog wants. So, and it's getting more and more painful each day.
Yeah.
Everything that you touch him, he will just scream. So in addition, we put it down.
Yeah.
Till today, we still have a feeling of, have we made the right choice? So let's say $14,000 to do it on the operation, right? And the 98% chance is going to not make it, right? Why not save that 14,000 for dogs in the shelter?
Other dogs, right?
Yeah, so you always got to balance between 你自己的想法, what you feel, and what's the logic.
It's very interesting. But it's quite heartbreaking sometimes when you see cases like these.
Yes.
So maybe what are some signs to look out for if the dog is not doing well?
Those dogs that they doesn't really bite, but then they suddenly become aggressive. Yeah, then this is something where I will look into it and then see like which part I touch is not right.
So sudden aggression.
Yeah, correct. And then probably the tongue, and then the way they breathe. Yeah, we did have a case where, so when we bring the dog in and then we check that, the breathing is not very right compared to the last time, it's not the same. So we actually bring it to the vet behind, and then it was immediately inside a oxygen chamber. But then after a while,
It had like a lung problem or?
I think the lung cancer. Yeah. So yeah, we actually found out early, and then the owner actually got chance to spend some time with the dogs before the dog passed away lah.
A lot of older people often feel, right, there is no future in being a dog groomer. So how do you actually change that perception?
I think when she started, her parents also maybe will have that kind of feeling. I think it really boils down to the person on how much they want it. So I always say in Chinese, 要跟想要是不一样的东西。
要 and 想要 is very different. So if you 想要 means you are thinking. So if you really want it, your action will show it, and then your mind, everything will just follow the track.
We did not have a chance to really tell them. She's just stubborn enough to, I want to do it. Then she make it, hope in a great way that she make it quite successfully. So also made a good path for my, staff that say, look, my boss was, a lady that is grooming from home. Now she has become somebody, that can, help me along them. Yeah, just pave the way for others lah.
Being a celebrity pet groomer, all the celebrities that you have worked with.
I think very interesting, this celebrity. Desmond Tan is my batch boy.
Yeah, Commando batch boys. I mean, it all started with Desmond Tan, and after introduced Zoe Tay. The rest like Julie Tan.
Yeah, Julie Tan. But I think the interesting part is we used to see, wow, all these are the 明星, Then the first time they come, then Julie is like very shy. Oh, these are the 明星, because we somehow feel that 我们是那个小人物. Who are we to talk to 明星, 拍照 with 明星, all these things. So I think this also show a good story in a way. Don't judge yourself so much. You don't know where this thing will lead you. Just follow your heart, go through your goal. Then 拍照 with 阿姐, Zoe Day is like, wow, the 阿姐 so nice. Hey, June, all this thing. Like, somehow, yes, it's a lot of suffering along the road, but it's also a lot of gain along the road that I never thought that I would be here for her, to have this. We are fortunate enough to have a lot of celebrity support also. And the celebrity that came to us also very loved their dog. Like Desmond Tan himself, also a good adopter. Yeah, so everything is aligned. We have the same mindset.
Having gone through so many ups and downs, right? Was there any time you just felt like, this is enough? We don't want to do this anymore and we want to do something else?
For me, every time a dog pass away is like, because I groom them from puppy until they're old. So, I mean, it means a lot to me. But then there are still a lot of dogs that I love.
Because she's more on the operation part, right? When the operation is overwhelming and I cannot give her the emotional that, I understand you, all these things. Because that point of time, if I give her that emotion, she may not be able to break through this thing. She need to see it in more of a logical point of view. For me, like a company pathfinder, right? It's like, is this the right path? I start doubt myself, all this thing. So at the point of time when you point a direction, right? I think most of the time people will not see in a point of view that we need to do this and we need to change. So you'll come a lot of points say, why not just stop, you just do any job that, maybe you are in a better situation working at a job. But somehow we still come back to a conclusion that is this what we want to continue? And we also have our fair share of, quarreling each other. It's like, why not we just cannot be a proper couple that I don't need to, tell you to have this kind of mindset, that kind of mindset. You can just come home from work, I come home from work, have a dinner, how's your day, all these things. But all our dinner is all about work. Hey, why just not like that? Hey, why don't never do? You should have this kind of mindset.
Okay.
All this stuff. So, but I think the business bring us together, bring us separated in a way that we have our own mindset. Then it brings us together. It's like
Yeah, but I think it brings us closer and stronger.
somehow we understand each other more and we tide through the pain period. So bring us in a way that we are very different from other couples lah.
Yeah. So to someone watching this who is an avid pet lover, how do they actually get in the pet grooming industry?
For the standard is you need to go to a school, a grooming school, whereas is any organization, SKC recognized school. So you get certified, then you go to take a cert from SKC. Then in a way you are certified already. If you say you want to start your own shop, then you go and start your own shop. But our preference is go and get some experience.
Yeah.
And getting that some experience, right, is not an easy route because your pay is not that high. Then you got to go through a lot of process like the experience part rather than the grooming part. So a lot of new groomers, they'll come and say, hey, I want to groom the dog. I'll start cutting. But I don't think she will
I
not.
think they're ready.
They'll go the experience through there, understanding the dog. Then they'll start to use their scissors to start grooming. Then it takes about, best fast also 3 years, 4 years. So at the point of time, they also need to think about their finance, whether they can cope with this finance, like 1,008, 2,000, 6 days of work, 5 days of work, 10 hours a day.
So as pet lovers yourself, right, will you encourage other pet lovers to start a pet-related business in Singapore? Is it tough?
I think it's not tough, but I don't think it's easy also. I think somehow groomers or people who join the industry, some that have the wrong perception is like, this must be a fun job, you can touch the dog, you can play with the dog, but it's more like a responsibility versus what you like. So all my staff love dogs, right? Even for her. The logic behind it, the responsibility behind it, you get scolding, why you never do this, why you do that, the dog may drop, all these things. This is more of the daily life of groomer, the important part, not say, oh, 没有事小事, the dog, okay, it's okay. So every day got face through this thing.
A lot of people enter this industry also because that this trade is blooming, with or without love, I would say. But love is fundamental. It's a basic that you require. But then loving your dogs and loving other dogs is very different. So I would say come in if you love all the dogs. Like, don't differentiate whether is it your own dogs or other people's dog lah.
I think it also depends on what kind of standard you want your grooming shop to be. Like for example, you want a good culture, a high standard, like safety first. You also need to have the good target of clients that support the same belief. And how fast this target audience can grow and how long you need to, the burn rate of your company in terms of finance also play a part. Second thing is most groomer may not accept our culture. Then hiring will be an issue. And on top of that, you got rental, you got bills to pay, you're working long hours. So it depends on the scale that you want to be. But if let's say you want to do a small scale because you like grooming, then I think it will be easier. Just need to focus more about the responsibility, then the skill.
I got a very interesting question for you, June. If Jacob wasn't in the equation, would you have gone through with this whole decision to start the shop yourself?
I think my shop will be like a one-man show. It made he grow my mindset a lot. You need a bigger team in order to help more dogs. So doing things alone, you can't really help a lot of dogs that we are doing what we are doing it now. So this June's Pet House without Jacob, I think half the soul is gone.
It will not be where it is today.
He's the main brain of June's Pet House.
He handles more of the business aspects of things, right, at least.
Because he knows that I really want to help the dogs. My love for the dogs is not just my dogs, but everybody else's dogs. To him, it's like, okay, if you want to do this, right, there's consequences. So you will really need to expand and do more things
He provides more structure.
to fulfill my
It's
dream.
more like helping her dream So when the first time she draw the 3 things that she want from her, she's very simple. I want a big house for my dog, a big car that can drive my dog around, a shop that I have, all these things. So-called make me respect or draw me near to her is because I do not have a really clear things that I want to do. It's basically that 我什么都能做. Or I want to do this. Okay, let's try this thing, everything. But for her, it's 除了这个东西, I don't do any other thing. And she's just so engrossed in it. I can do 10 hours, 15 hours, just do it, pull it through, no matter how they're going to 讲我, I'm still going to do this thing.
Did you set any house rules for her? For June's pet house at the start?
Not really house rules, but always reminder that, no, this is not right. You 太随便 on how you treat others and people take advantage of you. That's number one. This is also the thing that attract me towards her. They are very simple. They got so much to give up, They just don't know how to put it in the proper way. So I'm here to help to scale up the businesses. So financially they can be capable of to continue further. Then somehow we found our ex-staff, which is our current partner in Malaysia now, have more or less the same character. That's why 我们一拍即合. So we are trying to grow her. Of course, she go through her fair share of, very stressed, starting a shop is so hard.
Now it's her turn. 看到我自己.
For me, it's just like a doctor. The patient is there. The patient having cancer now. So if June is a doctor, she will go down there and say, should I cut or should I not cut? Because I cut, it's going to be painful for her. She worried too much. But if you don't cut out the cancer, the person is going to die. For me, it's, I need to cut. I don't care whether you are pain or not, but maybe you will still die. But my job as a doctor is to cut.
Do what's necessary, right? So for Jacob, how much stress were you going through during that whole startup phase before everything became stable? And do you actually share these problems with June? Or do you like 自己扛?
Every time, he doesn't explain much.
Maybe from my military culture, right? Like letting out the emotion or the weakness is not our forte. But I always believe in one thing that people are more fearful. They always think about what the pain has brought you instead of thinking about what the pain can build you or bring you. So always stand in a different perspective. I wasn't like that like maybe 10, 20 years ago. I was go out, YOLO, you only live once, just play all this thing. So somehow also because I met her, we started this business. I told her when we started, say, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. So it's going to be very painful to go through this thing. But I can help you. Are you ready? She said, yes, I'm ready. Then now she kept crying.
I didn't know.
And June, did you actually feel the stress that he was feeling at any point in time?
I come to a point where I realized that when he's in stress, right, he just doesn't talk much. Then I will just give him his space. Yeah.
So I think stress level, I think everybody need to learn how to cope with it, which is I always encourage the younger generation. I do believe in depression, but I believe that if you can train your mind, the only best medication is your brain is strong enough, resistant enough to actually tackle the problems, not running away from it. I mean, I try to build my team towards that direction, even they don't, maybe next time we don't work out in terms of business, partnership or whatsoever. But
I think the stress level, the stress that he's handling is basically probably 100 times more than me, because my stress, right, for him is like he can settle it like just like magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not really lah. I mean, physically, she do have a fair share of stress. Like I'm pressing on her, to do this. How about your marketing? All these things. Then she's not coming out. She's not a marketing person, right? She need to. Can you teach me this? Why should I teach you? You should learn yourself. So my style is when you are ready to learn, right? I will press furthermore. So ex-staff did ask me, boss, if you let's say you keep on pushing this person, what if it break down? So for my culture materials, the first thing is to break down the person. Then you see whether you will climb up again. So I told her, if let's say the basketball, you're going to bounce the ball, right? You throw it on the floor and the ball don't bounce. Then you know that the ball cannot be used. Because I'm very clear on my direction that if everybody need to get a fair share of their finance and want to work in this industry or in this grooming industry long-term, finance is one issue that you really need to look at to keep you going, which most of the groomer is a lot about passion, not about the finance part. So they will work out so tired in everything. They will ask, even I want to go on, my finance cannot. I'm already 30 years old, 40 years, so I need to get married. So they need to give up one part of their life that they really hold dear to. So fortunate enough that we built something that she can do what she loves. I mean, financial, we also can stable. Then now we can, merge with our partners, all these things to build a bigger market.
Given Jacob's strict business management style, with regard to all these aspects, have you ever like broken down or felt that you were treated unfairly, you know?
Many times. But then, because he doesn't explain, I mean, he's very nasty with his words. Yeah. But then I came to realize that I mean, maybe I thrive on this lah. I mean, you find the right person to be nasty too, okay? So I will he really made me go and think like why, or maybe like, oh, why I never use my brain. It's like, what happened just now? What can be better? So yeah, I mean, he really gave me my space to go and improve. And then he doesn't give me answer. I really have to go and find it out myself, which make me very independent.
That's his way of showing like tough love, that kind of.
He actually is protecting me lah, because I will have my fair share of bad comments anywhere. Like probably not round enough, so ugly. I mean, oh, your back then was like quite bad. Was a groomer. So she just said that, okay, oh, is this my dog? Oh, it's very ugly. So back then I was like, when I turned around, I was like, my tears start dropping down. So he actually like protecting me from all these bad comments. So he will be the one saying it to me first lah. Like, hey, so ugly. So stupid.
Let's take a moment. Do you guys have anything you like to say to each other? Words of appreciation, maybe? Maybe Jacob, you can start with you. After hearing what June has shared.
13 years together is never easy, especially business is in between us. You know, we need to have to manage our family, to manage our future life, to manage our current situation. And now we play a like big brother role. So we do not have much of a sweet talk, you know, hi dear, let's go for, you know, like, you know, our anniversary is just another working day to us. Her birthday, our birthday is just another working day to us. It's not an ideal scenario or relationship for a lady, but I think she put it through. And for me to stay with her for so long of a time is more of a respect. Like, you can get my attention when you draw my respect. So to my culture is, I don't think respect is given. So respect is mostly how you get people to respect you. To be honest, I haven't seen such a lady that is so strong. So she has always been my so-called award, you know, from here to here to prove to others, say, 她可以做到，你也可以做到. So it's very hard on her over all these years that, you know, 好像没有 boyfriend 这样的. Yeah, so every day is work.
June, do you have anything to say to Jacob?
I mean, it play a lot of roles in my life. Sorry, I cannot.
It's okay.
But I really, without him, I just want to say a big thank you to him. I don't know how to put it to words, but I just want to say very big thank you to you for coming into my life. You teach me so much that nobody else just teach me. You know, can already. I really cannot.
It's okay, no worries.
We are more like, deep down we appreciate each other. Just that maybe the Chinese culture, we don't say often. Yeah, so for me, it's particularly more 嘴硬心. It's like, wow, ma. Sometimes I tell my team, you must know the plan. You must know what you need to do. I believe in teach you how to fish rather than give you a fish. What if one day I just go out and drive and met an accident? So what are you going to do? You know, so I try to build it off further, faster, so that one day, like, it's like I aim for the moon there. Maybe if I don't get to the moon, I at least fall at the stars or something like that. But I think the whole team that has stayed along with me has really pulled through my character. And sometimes there's a lot of things that when you're going through this process of me wanting you to hit that mark, I cannot explain to you, but only deep down in my heart, I can say, don't give up. 加油. You just need to pull through. The next reaction will make a lot of difference really. The next tear, you'll see yourself, I mean, looking down, I was back there. So if I want to fall, everybody fall, right? You want to fall forward, don't fall backwards.
Right now, having grown your team to so many people from just 3 of you, what do you feel about the recent topic where they were discussing about Singaporeans not being hungry enough compared to our foreign counterparts?
I think because Singaporeans have more choice. So as for grooming itself, right, is we usually see people that are not highly educated to come to industry. Maybe they think that they do not have much choice. But I think the hungry enough really depends. If a person have a clear goal, they are not painful enough. It doesn't have the pinpoint to drive you. So I think more of an option say, let's say if I don't do this, I have a poly cert, I have a university cert that can make me a better earning. Why not? So, I mean, Singaporeans, we are in a place that we have a high standard of living. We need to balance that. So, you will come to a junction whether do you really want it? And if you want it, how hungry you want it. So, hungry enough, I think really need to set the culture. If the culture is right, then I think they will slowly get more and more hungry. Like, for example, my staff, they come to me, right? They don't want to dream, say, no lah, I just want to be a staff, all these things. And they start to see example like June, 从没有的, from nothing. One room, one bed, a few cup noodles, they start to believe in themselves. So the second question is, we need to test them whether say, are you really what you want? So this thing will go through a process. Like, and all this process come through pain, come through things like you doubt yourself. This is a juncture, I cannot do it anymore. My mother is complaining, people don't believing in me. I do not have the finance to even do this. I do not have the life, do not have my holiday. So every step is asking yourself, do you want it?
You want it bad enough.
If you want it bad enough, it's the same tone as you are hungry enough for the thing.
Do you guys have any future plans for the business? So having already your Bukit Timah outlet is stable, opening an outlet in Malaysia, what are the future plans?
She need to be every outlet. If let's say you're going to do franchise, right? So recently she also, I don't know whether it's due to age, but anyway, we start to, trust on people more. She start to, want to teach in a way that not, I teach you how to groom this dog. Not just that, but how to be a proper groomer. So she's looking to, maybe franchise or business partner with other people to open up more outlet, start our culture, try to spread our culture of June Pet House. So that's basically for grooming. For me, I'll be looking more towards the whole industry. And hopefully one day we can bring the brand of Singapore to overseas. I mean, although we are a small country, but I believe every Singaporean think that we are somehow unique. So we are born in adversity, should I say that? So, and we grow in adversity. It's like June Pet House. So actually most of my learning on how I built my business, I always look to our like Kante, like our godpa, like Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, a very well respected person in my life. So how he led his yes be yes and his no be no in between, very clear cut, very decision making, and he pushed forward. Of course, after my generation, maybe I built up June, right? She have a fair say of the culture, the trend has changed. She cannot treat the new generation this way. And I believe that she has a better position, a better person to talk to our new staff in a better way. Not like the Mr. Lee Kuan Yew method, because that's necessity in the past, but not maybe in the present. Maybe she's more like, Lawrence Wong, very close to you, but still can lead, still can prove that, you can bring Singapore, you can bring June Pet House to somewhere else. So in future, we're trying to expand June Pet House and look more detailed in the market. Like in this pet industry, there's much more we can do.
So for June Pet House, we do have like services, the main services, and then we have spas. So we are currently looking into expanding more spas for more choices for owners to look into.
We are also, I think, try to expand more retail outlet. So we just have a new outlet in Austin Crest, which is Malaysia, Johor Bahru area, working with our, used to be our ex-staff, now our partner, which is mentioned earlier. So Jo will be leading the team, using her culture, her experience, all these things, together with Charmaine. So we are looking for more apprentice to grow this business, be it locally and overseas, that we can, spread more of June Pet House culture to even overseas and hopefully fly Singapore flag high.
Right now, it's time for our rapid fire questions. June, I'm going to be asking you a series of questions. You just have to answer the first thing that comes to your mind. Are you ready? No need to think so much, okay? First question. Which pet is harder to groom?
Shiba,
Okay, why?
they scream.
Like, actually scream.
Yes.
Which breed of dog you always see and groom until you close eyes and don't know how to groom?
Poodle,
What is the worst dog breed to deal with when they're angry?
Chow Chow,
Scissors or clippers?
Clippers,
True or false? Small dogs are always more aggressive than big ones.
False,
What's the most ridiculous haircut anyone has ever requested for the dog?
just the Mohawk.
If you weren't a pet groomer, what will you be today?
Manicurist,
What is the most painful place to get bitten by a dog?
Do
you have any painful experiences when you groom the dog?
Oh yeah, body girl. Correct.
Name one dog trait you wish humans had.
Lawyer,
If you had a choice to do it all over again, would you choose to be a pet groomer or manicurist?
pet groomer,
Describe the soul of June's pet house in exactly 3 words.
No boundary, love, safety.
June showed us today that unconditional love isn't just about petting a dog. It's about making the hard choices. It's about shaving a matted coat even when the owner screams at you. It's about funding surgeries for abandoned puppies. It's about surviving betrayal from humans, but never, ever turning your back on the animals who need you. If you're a pet owner, look at your dog tonight and ask yourself if you are truly being the guardian they deserve. Thank you, June, for being a voice for the voiceless. Guys, if June's resilience and massive heart inspired you today, hit that subscribe button, follow our channel, and share this episode with every animal lover you know. Support ethical businesses like June's Pet House. I'm Zane. I'll catch you at the next one.